Off the album Gikyoku Onso, that was Paradigm, in case you were wondering what the composer Motoi Sakuraba was up to in 1991. That's his album. How's everybody's week going? Going all right for me. I did pretty well in TNS last night. Still need to get a haircut. Oh yeah, I got something to talk about. Just a little thing. But first, let's rock.
Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride, ever feel your desire. One day I noticed that my life.
So I pre-ordered the Anji keychain from the Arc shop, and it came in. It's real nice. You can hear it jingling just a little bit. I'm waving it. It's real nice. If you're coming by Frosty Faustings, come by, take a look at it. It's I enjoyed unpacking it. It's good quality, like you'd expect from the Arxis keychains. All right, looks like we've got. I mentioned earlier we got a small bracket this evening. We got Emoscoobydoo on player 1 side, NormsRespecter on player 2. I believe last week was NormsRespecter's first week. And now, getting ready to see. Okay, there we go. They've entered the bin. Emoscoobydoo has been competing for quite a while. Playing consistently. See how they get on with this matchup. NormsRespecter aware of when Eno is minus or not, challenging afterwards. Looks like the spacing didn't favor them though. Emoscoobydoo securing the wall break and now getting more corner pressure. NormsRespecter bursting. Shave drove out just to get in. And I like the use of Far Slash there with Geo. It reaches really high for a Far Slash, so it works as an interesting tool against Eno's Hover Dash. We saw earlier that the 5K didn't quite reach after the throw. Good adjustment to use 2P instead for NormsRespecter. We'll see how that plays out in the second round of this match as the bout continues to evolve and both players adjust to what they're up against. Emoscoobydoo not spending, just going for a walk down. Bit of staggered pressure. Secures the slump. I like the use of FD from NormsRespecter to make the hover dash pressure a little less threatening. Maybe make it a little easier to check with a 2P. Quick 6P close things out though. Emoscoobydoo chalks up around. I'm sipping on Raspberry Zinger herbal tea right now. It's very nice. This is my 5th cup of tea for the day. I'm glad I've managed to reach my quota at this point in the day, late as it is. That we move into the second match. NormsRespecter playing a little passive, dicey against rushdown character like a Eno. Using Travau to get in. Shave enhancement. It's +6 if it connects, but it is something you need to keep an eye out for spacing-wise. And if the opponent's aware to 6P it, Emoscoobydoo, the classic. Go for the Megalomania in the corner. It's not too much tea. I used to drink like 8 to 10 cups a day back when I worked an office job. It's enough of my tea. We're looking at this wall break. Emoscoobydoo looking to scoop around. A little punish with the 5K from NormsRespecter. The spacing working out a little better. Ooh, good challenge. I like that. I like that. Be a burst there. Okay, NormsRespecter's playing the game a little too zealous and commits to a slash, and it allows Eno to just come down on top. Alright, NormsRespecter is showing some pretty good adjustments. Not quite enough, though. I think the experience gap is just too big of a difference here. Emoscoobydoo has seen many a WeebCup, as mentioned earlier. And, you know, I respect NormsRespecter for punching above their weight, so to speak. I see the floor 7 badge, and I know it's not the best to judge stuff off of floors. But hey, if you want to get better, there's no better place to do it than, you know, not the tower. Go to the part, commit to a bracket. As mentioned earlier, Shabe Enhanced Trovao is +6. So NormsRespecter knows to pour on the pressure, but Emoscoobydoo's defense is just too solid. Playing patient allowed them to push all the way to the other end of the screen from West Coast to East Coast, so to say. Managed to close things out, but I do like that NormsRespecter is finding good places to challenge. Eno may have very spooky rushdown offense, but you have to challenge at some point. She will leave gaps, and you must know when to challenge and what to challenge with. And I think Geo's Far Slash is kind of uniquely good for challenging Hover Dash. Ooh! Big counter hit with the Trovao there. Rush up scoop. NormsRespecter goes for the overhead. I believe that's a safe jump. Alright, takes a round. Another sip of this tea here. Air dash, not quite spaced right. Puts NormsRespecter on the other side of Emoscoobydoo, which allows them to move to the other side of the screen. Now we're seeing, once again, West Coast to East Coast. But shield thrown. NormsRespecter, I like that they're staggering pressure. They know when to open the faucet and when to close it. Emoscoobydoo, just too strong, closes it out. Yeah, Eno 2H is a real head scratcher. There's a lot of different situations you need to know how to deal with it. Okay, we have seen the first match come to a close in Emoscoobydoo's favor. C-Drive was originally scheduled to be our first match, but had a quick 5-minute task to perform. It's done now. Now we wait for Stinky Steve to step up to the podium on player 2 side. They are ready. I believe this is one of our loser sides, maybe semi-final matches last week. Steve was playing out of his mind. Good 6P to challenge the 5K. Oh, you know what? That's my fault. Sorry about that. I bungled. Little bundle on my fault. Should be fine now. While I was looking away, Stinky Steve has been flogged within an inch of their life by a giant coffin. Both contestants will have 50 meter in just a moment. Alright, yeah, I'll open up the comms right after this. No, it was my fault. I should have had that on lock. It's one of the things I should have been doing instead of listening to the music. I was just so proud to have found one of Motoi Sakuraba's prog rock albums, you know? And I know how much Bones hates Motoi Sakuraba, so I was hoping Bones would swing on by and I could throw that at him. Ooh, we got a nice little launch from Stinky Steve. C-Drive in a bit of trouble, but out of the corner now. 50 meter on both sides of the equation. I really like, that's very interesting. The quick cancel into 2S from Roman cancel. It's building just a little bit of extra meter for Steve. And it's also, you know, not whiffing at all. I'll have to check it out. I was saying last week that Stinky Steve has been doing a lot of really interesting stuff in the past couple of brackets here. Alright, comms are open. If Scooby-Doo, not Scooby-Doo, Teddy volunteered to hop on and co-commentate, so comms are open. Jump on in. You hearing my voice?
Oh. Yep.
Hell yeah.
I was too slow to catch
The match.
So
No worries, it's fine. Ooh, big air throw. Nice. Fujin pressure, but C-Drive blocks it out and manages to get a punish. At some point, you have to know when to go all out and when to hold back when doing the Fujin pressure resets. Ooh. A little too eager on the code, leaves Stinky Steve open. Stinky Steve has a bunch of meter, though. So spend it wisely. Ooh. Good co. Safe jump set up. Stinky Steve playing the game. Oh, big counter hit. C-Drive not watching their ankles. Broken. Me notice a thing there. Good deflect to get out of Gold Lewis range. Interesting use of spin. C-Drive close to the corner. Gold Lewis 5K is a very strong tool in this matchup. It checks a lot of Anji's really good low pokes. 5K, 2S, and sweep. That was a really good fish. C-Drive with a bunch of meter. The reversal on deck. Wire C. Nice backdash. Good awareness. Not quite. But manages to close it out. Steve makes a score 1-all.
I assume my voice is fine, by the way.
Yeah, I did some tweaking of the volumes recently, so I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit more, so it's a bit easier to hear your voice.
Alright.
We're moving into match 3. The aggressive start.
Gets the spin this time.
Right. The regular spin, you can hold it real long time, so you can use it as a mix-up. I tell people all the time, Anji is a mix-up character disguised as a gorilla. Spin is just an unorthodox way of doing it.
Kind of feeds in along with Fujin just being kind of weird Rekka mix-ups. Okay. The moment I join is the moment Steve busts out the weird parry stuff, but gets the route.
It's no skin off Steve's back. He's not in counter hit state.
Yeah. Ooh, gets hit by the low. Ooh.
That's a C-Drive's game. Sweeping the floor.
Already one touch away, 10 seconds in the round. That's it.
The meter situation doesn't look too bad because things closed out pretty quick. Steve's not at a huge disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Good deflection.
Yeah. Now is
not
when
again.
the meter situation becomes unbalanced. He drives favor.
And that's the game. Ow.
That's what Gold Lewis does. 2-1 now.
I think 2, maybe 3 perfects in that round.
You see a lot of perfects in Guilty Gear Strive. I know Omdi Potemkin last week clipped the first streamed match where they double perfected Stinky Steve. But don't forget, Steve got a perfect the first round after that. So Steve knows how to play the game for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Steve takes another round here. Another match, excuse me.
He's just getting eaten alive by these raw 684s. Aw.
Good spacing on Fujin. It wasn't punished. He's just getting worked by these little pokes into Behemoth's chip.
Yeah. Again, another 684. Oh. At the first. Oh. Oh, sell the corner. Nice.
Quite managing to convert, but keeps the corner. Stinky Steve with 50 meter. C-Drive with 50 as well. Ooh.
Interesting. Kind of baited the backdash and punished it to even it up. Oh, I tried the 6P. JD
Yeah,
too
it's
deep.
a little too shallow for that to work out. You definitely need to know what anti-air to use, whether to use 6P or Co in this matchup against Gold Lewis.
Is he?
I don't think so.
Surely not.
No, not quite. He's Japanese, remember. Stinky Steve is one chance, one touch away.
Yeah, good fake there.
It's something we've not seen this whole set. C-Drive. Use it for a little visual fake out. Manages to pick things up.
Oh, I have to change my name. 1 second.
Oh no. Have you been using cursed names again?
No, I mentioned I was in a 3v3 bracket, and for fun, we named ourselves 3 fucking Potemkins.
Ah,
and I was
yes.
the fucking... Give me 1 second to change my name.
Yeah, no worries. We will have you and Emoscoobydoo up next, by the way.
I just looked up and saw that. I'm like, wait, what? Oh.
And since it's a small bracket, you don't need to worry. I will handle the match calls.
I understand. And I will dip because of that.
All right. Isolation, loneliness are my only companions on comms now that it's Teddy's time to step up to the podium. Emoscoobydoo already on player 1 side. Well aware of the birthday train debuff. Wants none of it. My cat Teddy has many characters to work with. Johnny. Match will start any second now. Any second now. Oh, I see. 1 sec. He keeping us waiting. More time for me to sip my tea. Alright, that cup is done. That's 5 mugs of tea for me today. Ooh, Teddy stepped down from the podium. Thinking better of Johnny? Thinking worse of Johnny? We'll have to see. I am out of refreshing beverages this evening, so at some point I may need to refill, or my throat will just have to tank the horses at some point. It's a small bracket, so it should be fine, though. We'll have to see. He is taking just a second. Technical difficulties. Uh-oh. Okay, change of plans. Teddy is having slight technical difficulties, so we're going to have Guts and C-Drive step on up. That's fine, though. The original schedule would have had them first at some point. That's G's. Rollback can't fix that. C-Drive already stepping up to the square circle. Just a moment here. Guts will be stepping into the room momentarily, it seems. Any luck? I'm going to take just a minute or two while we're waiting to grab just a little bit of water. I won't be long. The instant I say it, I swear. Guts has stepped into the arena. The happy chaos player of WeebCup. Two characters with lots of guard crush going on. Guts. Having to settle for just clipping away at Gold Lewis. I like C-Drive's spacing here. And life is not at so big a difference. I remember seeing a little while ago that... Ooh! Fumble. Guts out of concentration, allows C-Drive to start piling on pressure. Okay, Guts is back at most resources. Burst is on the table, so C-Drive could wait for an opportune moment. Chooses not to. Guts working with about half a bar of concentration and 2 bullets. Now up with the concentrate super. Popped off the gun super. It's not get the wall break. C-Drive with a whole bunch of meter to work with. Guts with full bullets, but concentration managed. C-Drive pulls down the hammer. We got a lot of meter for C-Drive to work with, as well as burst. Another laser. Looks like resources are fresh out for C-Drive. I like the spacing that's going on from both players. Only one touch away from both of them. Not quite able to get the OTG, but does close it out with a nice gunshot. C-Drive still has a bunch of burst to work with. Jump in JD Behemoth. Guts really is a spectacular player. Very nice managed offense. Very good neutral. Squirreling just out of C-Drive's grasp every time, it feels like. With the curse up, able to make the most out of these resources. Concentration, holding steady, bullets reloaded. 2 bullets, 1 bullet. C-Drive dash blocking for dear life. Has White Wild Assault on the table, but it doesn't look like it's gonna... Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Uses it to recover from... Okay, things could end very quickly here. Oh, big card! What looked like the death of C-Drive is a big turnaround. Guts with a little more burst to work with. C-Drive weathering the round start offense. Big anti-air with the BT. Gold burst on the table. Guts is full up on resources. Not full up, but with positive on deck, it's going to be a huge challenge for C-Drive. More tension means more sustained offense from Chaos, more mix-ups. I don't get the confirm, but Guts rushes under. Gets out of the corner, creates space. C-Drive manages to bait a throw and takes the first round. First match even, excuse me. Guts is our #1 seed, but C-Drive is no easy meal. Plus, if you follow Guts on YouTube, you'll see that C-Drive has been featured more than a few times. They played now and again, and I'd wager that C-Drive, just through experience, is managing to keep pace, even though statistically, you know, numbers-wise, beating-wise, might not look to be the favorite. Guts running in. Roll. Keep things tricky. But C-Drive is getting pressure now. BTs to hold the corner. But finding it difficult to wire C here. Just gets scooped after whipping a throw. That's what C-Drive is looking to do. Just get the corner and wail Guts. Quite able to close in, giving Guts time to refresh concentration. But now this is where Guts wants to be. You think Gold Lewis would be stronger close-up, but no, Chaos is a mid-range character by design, despite what the gun may make you think. Big close-slash counter hit. We'll see a super to close things out. Hit so many times, does so much damage. He on the board for Guts. Not quite able to reach with the Wild Assault. That's going to be a boon for Guts. Ooh, from downtown. Whip throw doesn't get punished though. That's thanking their lucky stars for that. Shirley manages to threaten with a low at the range where a roll might cross up. You would want to be being thrown preemptively. Okay, laser super. Guts forced to disengage. That's big. Guts is full up on resources, but C-Drive has the corner and a huge life lead. 15 meter. What a gutsy 2K. We could see a laser super any second now, and Guts shuts it down with a run-up throw. We don't see... Big white wild assault conversion. C-Drive looking terrifically strong. 2-0 against the #1 seed. What will Guts bring to the table this round? Sticking with Chaos, I know they've been learning Dizzy as of late, so even though Dizzy's considered weaker, there is still comfort factor. The Chaos is what makes Guts comfortable, both the character and the act. Relentless pressure, driving C-Drive to the corner. Catching Guts out of the air, we're just seeing wise spending of super on concentration. Big 6P, pushing C-Drive back again. Now this is Guts' turn to have a huge life lead. Ooh, that 6P does not manage to challenge the J2K from Chaos. Could this be the start of a big turnaround? Guts spends burst. If C-Drive manages to land an errant counter hit, this could be huge. Oh! BT. Guts slowly working their way out of the corner. Getting pushed back, big counter hit. C-Drive on set point has a small resource disadvantage. Guts doesn't have enough to even use Blue Wild Assault, though. We see a sweep. Guts is at this long mid-range. Forced to disengage, though. If the opponent just clams up, Chaos will have to commit or disengage from the steady aim stance because of how much resource it uses. Big 6P. No conversions. He drive, down backing. We're seeing a little bit of neutral. Checks with small pokes. 5Ps, 2Ks. Like, lead is evening up. The drone. I really like that. Guts playing, both players playing very aware of Guts' resources. YRCs on the table and whatnot. Little shimmy sees a 2K to push C-Drive to the corner. Big scoop! Back turn incident. Back throw incident. C-Drive takes it 3-0. Bit of a surprise if you just look at the numbers, but C-Drive throughout this whole set has looked very strong, made very smart decisions. Both players playing very aware, but C-Drive working with the momentum to move along. Speaking of move along, Pat Cat Teddy saunters on up to player one side against Emoscoobydoo. I haven't even had time to change the names yet. Okay, this is not Birthday Train. Calling out the round start missed Finer with an air dive. It's an interesting option from Eno. Ooh. Big close slash to catch the upper in. A little side swap and a large resource discrepancy. That Cat Teddy able to convert into big damage with RC. And the plus frames from the turn up there pulls up on Emoscoobydoo for a round. Not the most damage in the world, but it's certainly something you can't ignore, the amount Johnny gets from these little interactions. Big reversal. Gonna do a grip, and it's gonna allow Teddy to get out of the corner. Scooby-Doo working with about 20% of their life yet. The burst gets baited. It's looking dire. Good use of Chemical Love. But Teddy just managing to shoot Eno down. Go up over Emoscoobydoo. 1-2-0 right now. We are moving on to match 2. Card on the table, completely ignored. Emoscoobydoo calling the Johnny pressure to raise on their own and move in. Thought for a second that it would not quite hit. I like what Teddy's doing. YRC after Wild Assault gets used to put the resources away. Scooby-Doo spent Wild Assault and then deflect in pretty quick succession after that. Does take the round. We'll have to see. Calls Teddy's bluff and manages to get away from the throw while the card is on the table. No bluff there, just goes in. Quite able to punish the YRC even though it was called out. Remember, Eno can block after hovering in, and Emoscoobydoo has very good conversions with Wild Assault, very key on them. 5p check. There is a range discrepancy in this matchup, though. I had to hold myself back from making any references to sticks there, thinking of Queen of Spades. Teddy driving Emoscoobydoo to the corner, just out of card range, so no plus frames. Deflect to try and push back the advantage from all those plus frames and turn up. What a backdash. Manages to call the bluff. Teddy with so much meter, this is gonna look, yep, clean through the card, clean through the wall. Clean 2-0 for Fat Cat Teddy. Emoscoobydoo is back up to the podium, though. Guitar at the ready. Third match of the set. Nice, nice. Call that out on the Ensenga. As said before, going for jump back sultry performance with Eno is a very interesting round start option. It beats a lot of the spookier tools from different characters. Emoscoobydoo dropping combo to get the note pressure, going for a reset with the wall splat there. Okay, okay, okay. Emoscoobydoo, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Big 2S. It's such a great round start tool. And the important thing with round start is to vary up what you're doing. So Emoscoobydoo. Oh! The disrespect on display. Just holding the misfiner stance like a gunslinger waiting to draw. I look at the wall. Oh, not quite close enough. Mistfiner is very disjointed. Emoscoobydoo's last gasp here. We see a dash in overhead. See Johnny dash in 6K. See a big Ensenga to score the wall break. This is why I was saying the round start options are so important. Got Teddy aiming for the skies, perhaps looking to call out a sultry performance. Just manages to keep it simple and close things out. Back at Teddy. 3-0 over Emoscoobydoo. Don't forget to enter your scores, people. Hey, what up? We are going to move on to loser's side of the bracket at this moment. I think first thing we'll be seeing is, rather than putting Emoscoobydoo right back in immediately, we're going to see Guts versus NormsRespecter.
Oh no. You talked earlier about fragging Panda into the fire, and I can't think of anything more fitting than this.
Yeah, just imagine that. With Guts. Guts on hitboxes. Yeah, Guts has been playing very well with 6Ps from what I saw in your match earlier, C-Drive. As I said earlier, I'm going to take a brief second to step away to get just a little bit more water. Hold down the mic for maybe 2 minutes tops, if you don't mind.
I should probably pull up the chat or something. The stupid power line making me and pull up on my phone. So. Oh well. But yeah, frickin' Misfiner card is dumb because I can essentially just have a meaty hitbox that's so hard to deal with. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. But So Chaos Geo is, I believe, a good match for Geo. I might be wrong here, but I don't know. Alright. So it's going to be a good test for NormsRespecter to see how good are you at dash blocking against a good Chaos that can zone pretty well. So far, NormsRespecter doing a good job. Their turn for pressure. What?
Alright, I've returned.
Hi.
What have we seen so far?
Pretty even first round.
It's looking pretty even. Resources, health, what have you. Getting pressure, but now out of the corner.
The stomp.
Like this is where things will...
Nope. Full meter Geo. Staying high.
That's right, Geo gets the big defense bonus.
NormsRespecter doing a good job of just kind of FDing, and gets unfortunately clipped, but I mean, it's Geo, it's hard. Or Chaos, it's hard.
NormsRespecter, everything good? Hey, everything good?
Check Discord.
Gunslinger, 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 gunslinger.
God's taking the time right now to really practice that reload. Alright.
Single action
If I
army.
had to guess, there was a
Greatest handgun ever manufactured.
I love reloading during the battle.
I love the smell of cordite.
I forgot negative removes burst.
I think it does.
No, it does. Guts doesn't have burst.
Alright, let me investigate further.
KS Moss. I really doubt I said that right. True, Guts building meter like it's third strike.
Good. I wonder what happened there.
There's a decent chance that a controller was dying. That's honestly my guess.
Controller die. Come unplugged.
Mom
Full
picked the
beat.
router.
You were reloading there. I wonder what's happening here. Thing. Okay, we're getting contact. Ah, controller died. Listen, you say the old controls felt better, but you were doing some hella reloading there. Just the little things that happen every now and then on WeebCup. Totally fine. We have our fun here, but we take things, I wouldn't say seriously, but we're with an understanding mind.
I mean, it's tradition for someone to, like, try something new in winners only to swap in losers.
Right. You got text-to-speech on there?
Do I?
You said the same thing in Discord that you said on comms, and it just made me laugh.
My brain and the hands are very disconnected when it comes to things.
Sure.
Well, you can probably see it by the way my word misspellings are legendary.
Not as bad as Madroxus's though.
Is that a challenge? Like, it's so bad that Siri is now autocorrecting tomorrow to the misspelling.
Oh boy. That's how you know you're cooked.
Is Norms?
I think NormsRespecter mentioned controller dying, second one. I don't know if they have a backup. I'm just being patient.
If not, maybe do the other losers first.
We'll wait for confirmation. Okay. Yeah, no worries. We will run the other loser side first. Appreciate everybody's patience. Ask for your understanding and assistance with this being a little funky this evening. Okay, that would be Emoscoobydoo and Stinky Steve. It wouldn't be WeebCup if something didn't go funky. I had my computer issues a while back, and those are thankfully all sorted out. Now we are moving on to innovations in funky problems happening with WeebCup.
I take these problems over the initial WeebCup problems.
Oh yeah, that was my own fault. I was working with like a 5-year-old CPU.
Yeah.
Stinky Steve taking initiative.
I haven't heard this song in a long while. Jesus.
Good old Coming Home.
Yeah. But back to the classic emo stinky mashup.
Yeah. Emoscoobydoo, not fooled by the Hop RC mix-up from Stinky Steve. Does it caught by that hop though?
Got the spin, and that's it. Oh, I might have been a throw setup, but I just unfortunately timed it.
Apologies, I'm having just a bit of trouble here. But
Doing a good job on these spins so far is Steve.
not quite able to get the pickup there. The JK conversions are a little tricky depending on spacing. Scooby-Doo with a big amount of meter to work with.
What? Aw,
-1 though.
Parry. Oh, it didn't fish, unfortunately.
Yeah, you gotta use fish there. The other salty performances you can get big punishes on with spinning, but H version is so active that you just need to go for fish.
And it's like, if you're unsure, just fish. You're never gonna be punished really if you're using fish. In that scenario, anyways.
I really like that air-to-air with JS after the butterfly. Using Ko really preemptively can end up hanging you sometimes.
Uh-oh, full meter Steve.
Yeah, Emoscoobydoo is playing quite cautiously right now.
Yeah, I was like, are we gonna see this super because Steve at full meter, and we all know Steve.
It really is a clash of it's a clash of the two big funnies with these two. One's gonna use counter super.
Alright, there's one.
And one's wanna go for Megalomania.
That went under?
It's very low profile. The run goes under. Yeah.
Does Ko not knock down in the air?
No, Ko doesn't cause a hard knockdown under any circumstance.
Or not Ko, Rin, sorry. Unji names can.
Yeah, it does cause a hard knockdown if they touch the ground, but if they don't touch the ground, you can get a pickup if you RC it.
So it's like air Fujin. It'll work.
A little bit.
Huh. It's weird.
Appreciate Stinky Steve having the music set to random. We get a little variety. Butterfly, certainly less impressive than Ino's arsenal of projectiles, but it can be used to set up air shenanigans.
You're doing a good job fighting out of the corner.
One thing in particular, yes?
The terrifying thing about no pressure this close is Steve, if he just lets it rip, you might just get revert parry.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's a weird thing about parries. You have to like right there, I think that was supposed to be a parry.
One thing I think is interesting, we saw Emoscoobydoo do a jump back in the corner to deal with charged Fujin. That's one of the big things to do, but we just need to see how Stinky Steve is going to adjust. There are big callouts that can happen if Emoscoobydoo gets in a habit of jumping back. Ooh, not quite able to punish. 5H is a little slow. Burst.
Interesting.
Big Nagi, huh?
Okay, as you got the fire slash. Do another one.
With a frame trap. Spins the meter.
Maybe slight inefficient. Actually, I suppose that doesn't count for burst, but still.
It is a little bit of extra burst. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
The same reason you might see a Ram use Mortabato over Kalados.
But there's certain situations to where even if you do use the super, it feels good to do it. So yes,
yeah, at
like
some
you
point,
lose burst, but you win the mental.
At some point, the opponent is just going to have to look at the animation you're putting on screen. Ooh, big 6P.
And the odds are they're gonna have burst anyway. So.
Did for 30 frames.
You know, Scooby-Doo had the deepest sigh there.
Yeah, it's. Yesterday, I was in an Anji mirror, and this guy used Wake Up counter super when I had full meter and was pulling up on them after a hard wall break, so...
We've all been there, and we've all face planted on our desk.
How many matches in are we? Did we... Or was this the...
I believe that's 1-1.
Okay, at some point I got so caught up in commentating I forgot to mark down scores. We're 1-1 now. If anybody can confirm, deny, I appreciate that.
Because of power line stuff.
I see.
He caps my speed. The sacrifices for Ethernet. Or close.
Early burst.
Burst on block. Interesting.
Sometimes you just really want out of the pressure.
Oh yeah, as I mentioned before, Scooby-Doo, if you give them an opportunity, they will burst.
I like the butterfly setups here. They're definitely ones that wouldn't work when a lot of resources are on the table, but they're quite simple and effective. Give you a lot of flexibility. It's Stinky Steve home.
And another unique song. What's its name?
Can't remember which Iska song this is.
I don't remember it. Far slash didn't hit deflection. That was interesting.
And the JK conversion not quite working for Stinky Steve. I think you would want to use 5K, maybe even the right range for close slash. Maybe we'll see how these conversions happen.
Fast game. I always wanted that to go on longer because I wanted to figure out what that song was.
It's not Lady Fascination. I don't remember. I think it might be Sheep Will Sleep. One of them Iska songs.
Yeah.
Iska's, I've touched it like maybe once. Ooh, here we go. Home Sweet Grave.
Here's another Iska song we've all heard.
This one's Home Sweet Grave. I know this one.
Yeah, this one is probably the most popular Iska song.
We got a little jousting in normal. Ooh. Quick gold burst. Pace of this match is going really quick.
Oh yeah.
Quick little reset. Scooby-Doo with meter. Good JS counter hit.
Weird.
Oh!
Yeah.
Call out.
That's how you ensure you don't hit the parry.
This definitely isn't an unstoppable object meets a movable force situation. One's...
Close slash went the wrong way.
It happens sometimes. Fantastic deflect. It's gonna give Emoscoobydoo the W here.
Yeah.
When you're not sure what to do and you think Anji is just gonna aggress, deflect shield will keep you safe against Fujin. Just goes under the butterfly.
Oh, he held it.
It held it. Ooh. Keeping the corner with that Ko. I really like all the alternatives Stinky Steve has to just using Ko after butterfly. JK, JS. Big 6P.
It's a 6P. Didn't already see that time. Interesting.
I think.
Yeah, it should be dead.
Stinky Steve on the cusp here. One more round to go.
Oh, another
Big
spin.
early spin. You gotta vary up what you do against Eno in round start. Anji can be contested by Eno's 2S at round start. Doesn't hold pressure. One more interaction. One more interaction. Scooby-Doo fighting their way out. Oh, just called out.
Still alive, and you got a good chance.
I'm not sure.
What a
Oh, wow!
beat to whiff 6P. 2-2.
Alright, alright. That wall break was a little spooky there. You know, you put yourself back in the round start situation in something that's kind of volatile for both characters. Two. Hot Link. Nice song to end the set on.
Yeah. Oh,
Early. JK again.
just catching these backdashes with close slash.
Now, Anji has the most active close slash in the game. It can catch any backdash when timed right.
How active is it?
7 frames.
Ah. Interesting.
Quick little perfect for Stinky Steve. Match point. There's the 2S. What patience. What patience.
Good call out. Oh. You're turning the blender.
Okay. Oh, we
What
saw
a freaking bait.
we saw a little 2S there. That's the
Oh, it dropped.
again the JK pickup. Not quite work out.
Kind of an absurdly fast game 5. Jeez.
Very fast. Stinky Steve takes the W's, moving on to losers round 2. Alrighty. We will be moving on to NormsRespecter versus Guts. I want to thank everybody for their patience throughout all this, and appreciate NormsRespecter getting the things taken care of nice and quick. We'll be moving back into this match nice and easy. If you please, NormsRespecter, make sure you have the proper stage set. Zato stage, Soul stage, Faust stage, Anji stage. I saw the New York level, and it can cause a little bit of latency in online matches. Remember to confirm your character after you select the stage.
Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Zato stage is also fine. Listen, if Stinky Steve and Scooby-Doo, if y'all pull up to like Frosties or Combo Breakers sometime, I managed to get like a little bit of a WeebCup group photo, but I want to see one where someone is suplexing someone else. If y'all can do that for me, I would appreciate it. I'll post it in the Discord. Alright, Guts and NormsRespecter. There's a Spectre already stepped into the square circle. Guts is pulled up to the ring. Let's rock. NormsRespecter closing distance. It's clipped though. Shin's broken. NormsRespecter getting tossed all over the stage. The long distance flight. That's sitting pretty in terms of resources. NormsRespecter hunkering down and playing patient with a quick backdash overhead. Quick perfect and Guts. I like the patience there.
But now is the famous Guts blunder we've all known. Out of bullets though.
NormsRespecter weathered the mix-ups there pretty nicely.
I know, for like
Out of resources.
survive too. He's out of resources.
Survivalist. Okay, resources are back.
I'm trying to break. Ah. Just getting eaten alive by the 2K gunshot.
Double perfect from Guts. One has to wonder if maybe not used to the matchup if NormsRespecter kind of held back to just kind of figure things out and move into the next round a little more confidence.
I mean, I can say this with confidence. How many chaoses, like, below even Celestial are, like, even remotely close to someone like Guts? Like, Chaos is a character to where high and low level Chaos are nothing alike.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the saying the first round is data, you know, it applies even at super high levels of play. So, do you think NormsRespecter is kind of playing with the right mindset? We are seeing good dash blocking. But the overhead.
Aw. Kill?
It's a kill.
Yeah.
The other 0.01% of those are players like Jack and Lucian and Guts here.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
A little shimmying from Guts. NormsRespecter gets scooped. That's getting an impressive conversion.
Impressively playing around Burst, too. Still alive.
Good old 50-meter defensive bonus. Really racking it up here.
Yeah, Guts on... I'm not sure what he played before. On non-hitbox versus Guts on hitbox. Like, night and day is not even covering it. Good lord.
Hitbox is definitely, you know, it's a challenge to pick up. Especially, you know, swapping over. Swapping from one controller to another is a challenge no matter what. I definitely could not go back to playing on a pad now that I've been playing on stick for just about 10 years.
Oh yeah, and it's like, even going from, like, stick to... what's it called? Stick to analog. You would think that would be similar. No, it isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let the first one slide since your controller died. In general, I'm pretty forgiving as a TO when it comes to that kind of thing. If you want to dip, you're welcome to, though.
Well, they said I think they're done either way.
Oh. All right, we appreciate you coming through. Thank you. And we'll look forward to next time you show up, whether it's in chat, whether it's in entry, whether I see you in stream somewhere. Okay, with that, we will be moving on to Losers Round 2, Stinky Steve versus Guts.
Oh, we're doing that first. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I think it's best to do C Drive, now that you mention it.
Yeah. Cool. Then I will see you in a bit.
It's a little off the cuff this evening because of the things here and there. Like, as mentioned previously, appreciate your patience, your assistance and understanding. Back at Daddy and C Drive. Tail is all this time. There we go. The distance factor that he wants to be at. Drone will make things a bit more complicated, though. Goes under the card. Gold Lewis is going to succumb to Reversal Super from Johnny, though. Yeah, I was about to say, early 2013, Leverless must have been a hitbox proper, huh? Shot out of the air. Drive, weathering. Cards on the table. Wild Assault startup gets clipped by the Ensinga. Not able to really survive the assault that's happening here. Yeah, burst gets baited. Nice. Yeah, that was the PS3 360 era, wasn't it? I have a friend, I haven't seen him in quite a while, hope he's doing well, who made an arcade stick using the shell of his old Red Ring 360. And we all thought it was really, really funny, and you know what? It is really, really funny, even in this day and age. Ooh, big conversion off the card in the corner. Alright, fighting out with a 2P. Dang. The dead zone on BT. The drone is up, allowing C Drive to control the neutral. Managed to close things out. Good use of meter. Ooh, Panzer Leverless. I'm not familiar with the Panzer. I'll have to take a look at that at some point. I'm not on the up and up on brands, but catching the backdash of close slash, driving C Drive to the corner. With enough meter, but opts instead to just use Ensinga. Keep the meter to this sort of round start situation after a wall break. Card on the table. Plus frames, Ensinga. Just runs in. Can't believe the turn up there did not connect with Gold Lewis all that way up. Quick little closeout with the Mistfinder. Aware of burst, C Drive. Choosing not to spend though, as is probably the best decision. This mid-range is Johnny's preferred range. Gan catches the Wild Assault on startup. And sends him through the wall with the super. Quick little First super to break the wall. C drive with a bunch of resources. Opt not to spend on Wild Assault this time, which is wise. They managed to retain it for burst. Not even using Mistfinder. I respect just fainting there. Just canceling out. And he playing some mind games this evening. In winners finals. Teddy on the cusp of putting C Drive down into loser's side of the bracket, where they will face the winner of Stinky Steve and Guts in losers finals. Stinky Steve, excuse me, Fat Cat Teddy playing aggressive with Johnny's long range at round start. Oh, big counter-headed Senga. Not able to get a confirm off that 2K. Was waiting there. Card on the table. Goes under the turnip again. That's happened 3 times now. And very surprising. I like that use of BT to just turn things around and set up the drone. That Cat Teddy has big resources to work with, though. This will drive Gold Lewis to the corner for sure. Seeing some good dash blocking from C Drive. Ooh. Almost caught. We saw earlier in the bracket YRC with Johnny just out of range. It happened again, but during recovery frames, keeping C Drive safe. Teddy on match point now. Flips the BT startup. Big counter hit with the BT. That's gonna... huge damage. Big corner carry. Character's full up on meter. This is gonna be volatile. It's gonna be really tame, actually. Just a quick 2P confirm. Resources about even. You drive down a bit, but that's sure to change as of now. The players with burst on the table. Backdashes the BT. It is doable. Take a look, Steve. RC to convert off the Fistfinder. Teddy spends burst. Has a life lead. Wants to keep it. Wild Assault finally hits home. Drone to keep pressure safe. Manages to bait the YRC, but Drone spoiling things a little bit. Not able to convert off that hit. There's another JD. C-Drive swing for their life. Sweep that floor. Quick little 2K to close things out. C-Drive staying alive. 1 on the board. Back at Tiggy planting their feet and sticking with Johnny this evening. 6 XP. Nice adjustment to the bar slashes Johnny's been using to control space at round start. Big cross up. Back at Teddy with meter, not spending on reversal. Quick closeout for C Drive. Not quite perfect, but holding on to their burst. The big steppy. Trades with 2S. The 6K anti-air. C Drive going through the wall. With the card on the table, misses the Mistfinder conversion. Will cost Teddy. Even with 100 meter, choosing not to spend on reversal. We're seeing a little bit of scrambling. Minigun to escaped by the burst. C-Drive, that was a pretty scrambly match there, but C-Drive made it work. 2-2. 2 rounds are all that stand between each of these gamers and moving on to grand finals. The drive will once again have to fight Johnny. That got Diddy known for having the big wrestlers roster of characters. Okay, okay. Teddy has the music power up. Five anti-air. Good awareness on fighting back after BT. It's the big block. Doesn't get the best conversion from that far slash though. Oh, what a turnaround! Teddy without enough meter to reversal. Caught by the BT. Don't think Teddy can quite close it out. The max churn? Oh, good use of deflect. Gold Lewis's range is a bit shorter than Johnny's. Teddy on match point. C-Drive working their way back in. Has more resources to work with. Ooh. I feel like I can hardly get a word in edgewise. C-Drive closing in. Goes over the carve, it gets caught. Teddy now belligerently closing in. C-Drive with meter for reversal. Depends on YRC. Ooh. Not going to be able to kill, but is going to get in. Not able to use the flex. Teddy out. Teddy 3-2. Clean sweep in the third match. 2 rounds, 0 rounds. 3 matches to 2 matches. Put C-Drive down into losers finals of WeebCup 181. What's good?
Yeah, good.
Alrighty, you managed to close things out pretty nicely at the end there.
Well, nicely is a strong term. That implies it was not terrifying.
Gold Lewis be like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we will be moving on to losers semi Stinky Steve versus Guts. Stinky Steve playing pretty wily throughout the old bracket there. Already pulled up to player 1 side. We'll get a random assortment of music, as Steve is wont to do. It's interesting. You see the kind of musical taste everybody brings to the table. Everybody wants to bring certain songs. Some people want to change it up every round of a tournament. Stinky Steve puts it on random. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Guts will be entering the venue in just a moment. Okay, now that C-Drive's bringing this up about Johnny's close slash, I gotta look up the hitbox on it.
You know Slayer close slash. Just take that hitbox. That's Johnny's hitbox. Actually, Slayer's might be bigger for some
Slayer's is enormous. Okay, Johnny's looks like a close slash hitbox. It's really...
It doesn't feel like a close slash hitbox.
Johnny's extends way farther down than I think it would. Let me look at Slayer's close slash. Good God. That is a button and a half. Let me look at now. Let me
When
look
did
at.
they side swap?
Let me look at Anji's. Hey, Anji's all right. We seeing a side swap on the? Oh, we did see a side swap. Oh, that's why it's this nice little button. Like it just switches things. Don't have to type anything at all. Match will be starting any moment now. See. Both players spiking themselves up, staring each other down. Holding that chainsaw menacingly. What is Steve armed with there? A bamboo pole.
Yeah. And also a soccer ball just eternally bouncing behind him.
It stopped at some point.
Yeah.
No, it started again.
Why is it doing that?
Strive moment 37. It's time. We encountering more technical difficulties. Uh-oh.
Maybe they just...
What's going on, Steve? I see. Strive moment! Should
Yes, get the soccer ball out of here, please and thank you.
I strive. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna remake the room.
Yeah,
Okay, give me a second.
it makes too much sense.
I'm remaking the room. Alright. I'm remaking the room. Okay. The code is still the same.
What is the code?
680233. I will post that in the Discord in just a moment. I will say that I think the system behind the lobbies is okay, but the lobbies themselves, nah. In a sec, if I had the... I need the death generator for... So, are you familiar with the death generator? It lets you edit text from various video games.
No, I have no idea.
So it lets you edit text from various video games. So I need to get one of those so I can recreate Sajam's fix the netcode for, except it's the lobbies.
Oh, is this one?
Loser semis. Go outside. Alright, Guts. With lower life, Spin is gonna be a little spooky to try and navigate the bullet maze in this matchup. You can do it, but I don't recommend relying on it.
It seems like accurate boss music for fighting a Chaos.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's out of bullets. Oh.
He kept the gun out.
It's just the thought of the gun is scary.
Intimidation tactics. How many Jackie Chan movies were there where they were just passing a gun back and forth that had no bullets? I'm sure there was at least one.
I know there's probably been like several John Wick scenes.
Ooh,
Oh, nice throw.
what a scoop. Steve knows how to play the game.
Oh, I tried to charge us. That's brave.
The spacing on it kept it safe, though. I respect that.
Good awareness, no bullets. Might as well have all of them now.
Yeah. It gives time to recharge concentration.
What the? Oh, he's alive.
Guts doing really well at managing concentration, huh? I mean, I'd expect nothing else. Ooh, good check.
No, you will not fan today.
Remember that you cannot, there is no OS for jumping up to check fan toss. It's a commitment, so Anji can play around that.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm not aware of any OS. When I checked inputs the other day, I do a thing every Tuesday morning, Tuesday early afternoon, where I lab out stuff that happened in previous night TNS, and for what I saw, no one was using OSs to punch out fan toss.
Honestly, good, because OS... Well, I have a personal tangent against OSs that I'll save for later.
C-Drive, I'm so glad you remember that exact scene, because I remember it too now. Jackie Chan movies are a gift.
Oh, nice mashup.
That's what Anji does. He's got the largest 2P in the West. Ooh.
Force the first. But can you get in again is the next question.
Not quite close enough for Nagiha to connect. That's
No
XP.
chance.
We're seeing little shimmy pressure.
Oh no.
Steve backed off though. That's a bit dicey
Nice
with that low life.
Run up throw.
The classic run up throw. Nice frame trap.
Let's press 2S there? Interesting.
Yeah, 2S works as a frame trap under Butterfly, but it is a little tricky to convert out of. You need to be willing to quickly capitalize on it or spend resources. Quite able to scoop.
What the?
Woo!
Ugh. That fucking hop maybe. Hop up a moment.
Take Steve down to about 25% of their life now. Just getting shot to death. But Anji's a hardy boy. He's huge. That means he has huge guts. He can survive those till an opportunity presents itself.
Wow.
2P that reaches for miles.
To the other wall we go.
East Coast, where you at? Curse is up. Steve wisely holding it out. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, it's interesting. Before, I remember, before the season 4, Guts was really good at using clone to the detriment of everyone else.
Yeah.
And now it's weird that you don't see, well, I mean, it's understandable that you don't see it. Now you spend 15% life for a wall that prohibits movement, nothing else.
Right.
Which can still be useful, but, you know.
I don't think we've seen clone more than once this whole bracket run from Guts. And yeah, like you said, holding someone down with the clone is useful, but using it as a kind of, you know, a way to the scapegoat, you know, as its name is definitely not on the table anymore, so its usefulness is significantly limited under pressure.
Yeah, before it was one of the best defensive tools in the game.
Oh yes, it was not a nice tool. Oh yeah, you can just like put it down against Nago, Gold Lewis, or Potemkin to just play the keep
There are
out
very
game.
few characters that could actually deal with it. Maybe then you would counterplay. But now that while we're saying that Ow.
Guts on set point. Ooh! Raw Wild Assault? Sushi Surprise? That spends.
Okay, stuff.
Be through the wall with about just over half their life going. That's full burst. We will see. Okay, there we go. The scapegoat's up. Scapegoat's gone.
Up just because there's no reason not to. Like, you're already at full screen. Why not? And that should be.
Gonna close it out.
Forceful wall stick.
Dominant round from Guts. Something to kind of think about. I guess it's not really, well, it's not really viable in this game the same way, but when I played Persona, I would use Yosuke's reversal, because how reversals work in that game is they give you blue life, which can be regenerated. And
also with super cancels, I believe.
Yeah, you use your reversals in those games to put yourself down to certain amounts of life so that you could hit Awakening and get a big defensive bonus and 50 extra meter. And it's not, Guts doesn't really work the same way in this game, so you can't really use it the same way. Okay,
yeah,
C-Drive.
Is weird.
Sorry?
But, Awakening is weird in that game.
I really like Persona, and I want to get back to it at some point.
It's a fun game. I'll play it once in a blue moon just because of I like single-player fighting games, and Persona is a decent mode.
Like, Yosuke is one of the coolest characters that ArcSys has ever made. And I say that not just as a Yosuke main, but he is so cool.
So, bit of a redux here, but this time Guts does not have the hitbox, so we'll see
Right.
what the difference is. Also, side tangent, why is the song not on Spotify, please?
Listen, it'll pop up eventually. Wait for the album to drop or something. ArcSys, go back to releasing seasons of music in one album, please. Ooh,
Honestly, no. I like the songs right away. And albums at the end for fun.
A little break on the wall for the perfect. The Guts up one round. Both are still on the table, though. 2K.
So far since switching the hitbox, Guts has only lost one round, I believe.
2K is such a terrific poke. Drone's incoming, watch it.
Oh. Gun cancel. Interesting. Uh-oh. You got a chance.
You're pushing in.
Yes.
Take the round.
Uh-oh.
Big 6B. Big 6P.
Big 6P.
Drive. Working with full security and half a stick of burst to work with. Whoa! Whoa! I definitely did not block that. Alright, laser is up. I was waiting for it.
Oh, I think that was a missed Typhoon, unfortunately. That'll be the game.
How unfortunate. That's one. C-Drive 0. We move into match 2. First 3. C-Drive sticking with Gold Lewis. We know Bedman is on the back burner and can be pulled up at any point. We'll have to see what C-Drive's thinking, though.
I would like to think, though, that, like,
Bedman's zoning, especially against Chaos, to where it's like, if you have an error, you can just get shot to ignore the error on hit or block, so it's like, Goldos is probably better here.
I think so, but I do think Bedman's Spike is quite a good tool. E-Drive is blocking quite well, not able to quite clutch everything out. It's over the drone,
Nice.
but it's caught by it. A little air to air.
Counter bump to 6 up, you're dead. Oh no.
Okay, BRC forward? No.
Sure,
Laser right there.
Yeah. Aw.
Not able to make it happen.
Yeah, laser, unfortunately, you cannot stop him.
Hey, I respect the call out with 5k there, but just gets shoved by the far slash. C-dive scooped, crossed up, and just to block it though. But the
There's
low.
only so much blocking you can do almost, it feels like.
Yeah, against someone who's just really good at managing resources like Guts. I mean, I said that.
Aw. Counter gun.
Out of resources, just use the concentrate there. Versus up, and this is gonna allow Guts to just keep blasting.
Uh-oh. Oh.
The big gold Lewis back shot, the close slash.
Oh,
shoots
very
the
ambitious trying drone there.
Security is still on backdash.
Security is full, yeah. What the heck? What the?
Must have happened before the drone became active.
It's a really weird launch on that bullet there. It almost went down. We try this full meter, so that usually means we're seeing a laser if you can get one in. But
Yeah, burst is on the table. Not able to punish, has to reload. You know what? I don't think he had to reload, but I respect just using the opportunity. Like you're saying, resources gotta be managed.
close game so far.
Sometimes you can have a very close 0-3 match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not, I'm not trying to knock anyone or anything. One of the closest matches I've ever had was one where I went 0-3.
I mean, we've all had those, where I feel like you could have been 3-0 the other way.
Right. Quick little shove into the gun confirm. All splat immediately. Ooh. That's managing the situation quite well. Ooh, a scoop!
Oh, nice back throw. What the? Get them to jump throw?
There's such a thing as playing too patient.
6P beat the 5 or 2.
It may be spooky that 6P beats 2K sometimes, but usually it's a proximity thing. Good awareness.
What? And
The Tetsuzan code from Chaos. You're playing Virtua Fighter.
Hit on the other side.
Guts on match point. Success is such a funny move.
This is a very funny move if you're not on the other end of it.
Right. He drives opportunity to turn things around here, and it's starting to happen. 6P into Behemoth. Big counter hit. Guts has burst, though.
Dead? Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. Out of concentration, so...
I like this jousting Guts is doing in neutral. In and out, stick and move. What a scoop!
I got everything.
D-Drive is doing really well at dealing with cross-up.
Again?
He's doing really well with overheads, too.
Ah! Thrown. Got first baited. Unfortunate.
Fortunate for C-Drive. Fortunate for Guts. 3-0. Escaping losers finals. Moving on to grand finals to face you.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I know from a certain brain that Johnny Chaos isn't good, so I'm going to go do a slight thinking. Anyways, I'll see you
On the other side.
at some point.
See you on the other side.
Bye.
Alright, once again, on my own. With players. Okay. I see. Teddy is giving us Slayer. We'll see how much Slayer belligerence can help Teddy out in this matchup. We're going to see a lot of different opportunities for left-rights from both players. Maybe even some high-lows from both players. A little too far away. I respect the idea. They know dead on time. It's not crossing the screen in 3 frames. I mislabeled the score. Nothing over the Master's Hammer. Guts, surely aware of all the tricks of the trade to deal with this character. Curse up, though, in the corner. Teddy bends burst very quickly. Okay, wire C to escape the reset. That picks up 1 round very swiftly. Eddie sticking with Slayer. Understandable, though. Ooh. Nice check on the Hey Dandy step. Eddie wants in. Spending time on K-Mappa just to get in. Not a bad strategy, but if it doesn't connect, he's invulnerable to getting shot. Oh my gosh! Talk about being in the blender. Not enough to kill. Slayer did get his health nerfed just a little bit from what you would expect him to have. Alright, Slayer's turn to cross up. Teddy, see a bite. From downtown. He has just a little more health to work with because of that bite. It's not going to be a huge amount. The Master's Hammer. Ooh. Okay. Teddy looking alive until that pile bunker gets punished. Man, It's Late is a crime move in this game. Opting to reset pressure. The damage discrepancy is going to be Guts' biggest hurdle to overcome. Even small hits like that will be huge reward against Chaos's low life. Chaos, I believe he's in the bottom... I don't think he's in the bottom 5, but he might be just outside it in terms of effective health. Guts always had... excuse me. Chaos always had low life, but not like bottom 5 life. Cashing S on block? What a sicko. Quick little dandy step. Now it's Guts' turn to apply pressure with BRC overhead. Excuse me, Blue Wild Assault overhead. That's one thing I gotta stop doing, mixing up BRC and BWA. Guts is full up on meter, why not spend it? He threw the wall. What a cross-up. Teddy avoids it, but gets mixed by the roll. That's working on turning this into a Grand Finals reset. 3 rounds away. Overhead after overhead. Flip tried to do Blue Wild Assault? Surely that was Deflect Shield, right? With her back to the wall, gets clipped by an overhead and comboed. That's really is making short work of this. We may see reset sooner than we might think. Something to note about Chaos's super is because it hits so many times and Slayer has pretty high health, it's gonna work to maybe not Teddy's advantage, but it is going to work somewhat in Teddy's favor just because of how much health he has to soak up hits. Build back burst, build back meter. Yes, I seem to have skipped dinner this evening. I'll have to do something about that after the bracket ends. Whew! Now it's Teddy's turn to left, right, left, right. I respect the attempt to K-Mappa there. Guts handling resources very well, though. Not quite close enough to make the 2H work. It's late. Master's Hammer. Good check with that 5K. Ooh! What an interaction. Teddy's certainly trying not to make this an easy for Guts with Universe on the table. Thinks it very spooky. Oh my gosh. Oh. Brother. Teddy. One match away from stopping Guts' reset. It's sticking with Chaos. Starting to turn into a real entertaining Grand Finals match. I believe it's a redux of a Grand Finals match we had a few weeks ago. Guts. As Steady in the corner. Hand of Doom to get out, though. Not able to confirm into Pile Bunker there. Counter hit Pile Bunker in the middle of the screen like that is not exceptionally spooky. It doesn't lead to a whole lot of reward. That's a great YRC. Guts very low on bullets. At some point, they're going to have to make the decision to do that. Try and get the situation back under control. With no bullets, wisely reloading. Okay, this is a spooky situation for... Good deflect! But just gets clipped while Dandy's stepping. Curse made that happen. That's one round away from a reset. Slayer out of the corner. Back to mid-screen. Teddy working at about just over 30% life. I like that deflect. Wow, that was good. That is a huge chunk of damage. Now Teddy has the life lead. Again! Now Teddy on tournament point. playing patient, even though Guts is spending resources to deal with this. Teddy soaking up damage. It's not spending meter. Saving it for a rainy day, but starting to sprinkle. Big Hand of Doom. Oh my gosh! Woo! Boom! That's that. Teddy clutching it out with a big 100-meter super. And that's that. WeebCup 181 comes to a close. Guts not quite able to make the reset happen. One round away. And he clutches it out with big boy damage. The biggest damage you've ever seen. Alright, I think that is going to do it for WeebCup this evening. Appreciate y'all coming through. It was a small bracket, but I appreciate having a lovely dedicated audience at this juncture in time. I appreciate all the dedicated gamers who come through to play the video game. Alright, with that, I'm going to start working on the top 8er as usual. Like I said, as usual, come through in the tournament section with requests for flags and whatnot, and I'll get everything sorted out. In the meantime, I'm going to find somebody to raid. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, my friend Krungo is playing Katamari Damacy reroll, so I might send you over there, but Red Muffler Man is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. Which one do you want to see, gamers? You tell me. And if you don't pick something, I'll pick one for you. You know what? We're going to... I'll send you over to the Red Muffler Man. It's been a minute since we've raided Red Muffler Man. Start the raid. Go say hi. Unji Supremacy. Hey, y'all have a good rest of your evening. And look forward to the holiday weekend. Not holiday weekend. The holiday next week. We won't be doing a WeebCup next week, because, you know, predictably. But if you want to do something during New Year's Eve week, let me know. Take care, everybody.